Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. Today I'm going to be reviewing Bitcoin versus US dollar and also Bitcoin Cash versus USD Tether. So I'm going to start with Bitcoin, and I'm going to start with a little lesson on Fibonacci lines, because some people I saw in the comments, they are asking me, because sometimes I use the Fibonacci retracement tool from bottom to top. And sometimes I use the Fibonacci tool from bottom to some other level in the middle, and sometimes I use it in different points. So I want to explain why. Actually, if you use it, if you do the first click on the bottom, then you can do the second click in any significant level that you find. For example, these red lines now is the Fibonacci retracement tool that I'm going to use right now on this chart. This is the Bitcoin versus US dollar 1 week candles from Bitstamp, and this is the lifetime chart for Bitcoin since 2013 up until today. So if I do the first click here at the bottom in the previous bubble, and I do the second click, say for example at the top of the previous bubble in 2014, and I click here, the lines that I see above are actually at the same level as you see with these black lines that I had from using the same tool, the Fibonacci retracement tool. But in the black lines, I started the first click at the bottom and the second click at the top here for the $3,000 top. So one click here and one click here, it gives me these black lines. But if I click one click here at the bottom and the second click here at the top of the previous bubble in 2013, you see the red lines that are exactly at the same level or very close with some of the black lines. This is because this tool uses the same mathematical formula. So you can really use it in any, like if you, the first click you do it at the bottom, and the second click you can do it at any significant level that you see on the chart. For example, if I use it in this, we had a high here and then a big retracement. So if the second click I do it here at the top of this peak here, I'm gonna get the lines around at the same level with the black lines here as well, or very close to them. So wherever you want to click, if you do the first click at the bottom and the second click at any significant level, for example, now I'm going to do it here at this support point where we had this big correction a few months ago, and it bounced here and it went back up and broke all-time highs. So if I click here at this support level, you see that I get the lines, the red lines again at the same level with the black lines before. So wherever you want to click the second click, you're always going to get the $4,800 mark. That's why I have been mentioning a lot this level, 4,800, and I know I'm not the only one. Many people, many technical analysts were talking about the $4,800 level. So here you have it. That's how you actually get to that level using the Fibonacci retracement tool. And actually I used the Fibonacci retracement tool, but then I had to go to the settings and click here on reverse, because if you don't reverse it, you will get the lines down, retracing down. So you see the lines down here, but if you hit on reverse, then you get the lines up, and it gives you the levels above instead of below. The $4,800 level was very significant, so it's never exact. It actually went up to almost 5,000. The price is a little bit different from exchange to exchange, but more or less it almost touched 5,000. So it was expected somewhere between 4.8 and 5, and after that we would have a big correction. Now, what is it gonna retrace to? When is it gonna bounce and go back up? Probably it's gonna use one of these Fibonacci levels to bounce and go back up. I personally, let me put the 4-hour chart. I don't think it's going to retrace a lot from here without trying again to break the $5,000 level. I think it's going to bounce. Right now it's using the moving averages in the 4-hour chart. It's using the moving averages as a support, and it's actually bouncing. I think it will go back up and try to break the $5,000 mark again, but I personally don't think it's going to be able to break it so easily, because there's a lot of sell orders set at this price at 5,000 or a little bit less. So I think it's going to try a few times. It's going to bounce against the $5,000 mark, and it's going to go back down, and it's going to try again, and it's going to go back down. So what I see as a very significant support is this uptrend support line that I have here in black. I think this is going to be key. This line has been tested twice, and it held the price, and it actually bounced back up. So it's tried, it used it here as a support, and it used it here for second time, and it held the price and it bounced back up. But in technical analysis, sometimes the third time is the moment of truth. So if the third time this line is not able to hold it, and it actually breaks it on the way down, and it closes a few candles below this line, then I would expect a huge crash from there. But until this line is tested, I think Bitcoin is going to be bouncing up and down, trying to break the $5,000 level. That's what I see for the short term for Bitcoin. And now Bitcoin Cash has actually been following Bitcoin. I would expect the opposite. I would expect when Bitcoin crashes, I would expect Bitcoin Cash to go up. But in this case, it happened, it was the opposite. Bitcoin Cash is actually following Bitcoin. So when Bitcoin is crashing, Bitcoin Cash is crashing as well. And when Bitcoin bounces, Bitcoin Cash is bouncing as well. So I was reviewing Bitcoin Cash yesterday, and I was saying how it exited this downtrend channel. As you can see here, I extended this downtrend channel. And we can see here yesterday it exited the downtrend channel, and then when Bitcoin started to crash, Bitcoin Cash started to crash as well. I was able to sell in one of these bounces, and I bought back in down here again, because we are not back down in the downtrend channel. We are actually still uptrending or consolidating. We are not downtrending anymore, even though we had this big correction here, this drop. We are still, we haven't made a lower low here. Let me extend this. For this to be downtrending again, we would have to make a lower low. Comparing to this one, we would have to be closing and bouncing below 530 more or less. If it closes below 530 and making a lower low, then I'm for sure out of here, because we would be downtrending again. But so far we are not downtrending. We are just holding it, consolidating, or even uptrending. We will see what happens from here, but this is the situation as of right now. In the 4-hour candles, the RSI is all the way down, showing oversold, so it should be going up now. I don't know how much, but it's so far it's it's not downtrending. So I'm gonna continue to hold this unless I see a lower low and a lower high. Then I would be for sure out of there. I would be trying to sell when it bounces to get the best price possible, but I would exit this long position if I see lower lows or lower highs. So far I don't see lower lows or lower highs, so I'm holding on to this one. I believe in it for the long term anyways. I think it has a lot of potential, so I'm happy holding it. But of course I have to say, the money that I have invested in this, even if I lose it, it's not even gonna change my day for a little bit. You know, it's not gonna affect my day or my life at all. But if you are over invested, then of course you will need a different strategy. This is my own very personal strategy. You don't have to copy it. You have to have your own plan. You know how much you have invested or not. You know, everybody knows how much money they have or how much money they risk. I don't risk that much. The amounts that I risk are not important to me. It doesn't mean I like losing money. I hate it, but I never invest anything that I cannot afford to lose. So this was a quick update for Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash. I hope everything is clear, and if not, leave your comments down below and I'll try to answer. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.